What's going on, guys? Eternal Mercenary here. I am so happy to welcome you to Eternal Sundays, episode 3. This week, we got an interview with Hellzflame of the F.U.N gang. Very excited to get to that. Some very good stuff there. Very insightful stuff. You guys aren't going to want to miss that. But before we get to that, we're going to have a video review for KILLAS by Ramm the Nonconformist. Ramm the Nonconformist, also a member of Abstract, I believe, and of Holographic Music. So that is going to be some really good stuff. Before we get into the intro, if you would, please just take a second and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I'll give you like 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for doing that. You're the fucking shit. Now let's get into the intro.
Any mercenary from your playlist.
Alright guys, so I had a little technical difficulty when I went to go review the video, and I do apologize to Ramm the Nonconformist. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I do apologize about that. So we're going to go ahead and start his video review over. By the way, the end of this video, I'm going to edit together what I thought about it the first time I watched it, because I feel like you can go ahead and still listen to that review. I'll post that up on YouTube as well, but in about a quarter of the way through, it goes through and it just kind of freezes. You can still hear me and my reaction, but it's a video review. So I wanted to do right by my boy Ramm here, and we're going to review KILLAS again, and I'm going to try to bring the energy that I brought last time. So, but this is my second time seeing it, so if I'm still got the energy, you know it's a great-ass song, bro. So here we go, KILLAS by Ramm the Nonconformist. And like I said the first time, dude, right away, the scratching, the effects, dude, just get you going. And then you got these moshing vibes, bro. Fuck, yeah. Make you want to punch somebody right in the fucking face, bro. And I want to talk a little bit more this time around about the effects, dude. The effects are awesome. The backgrounds are looking sick, man. You got all this shit on point. And the bars, bro. You're speaking to a lot of true shit, and a lot of shit people are scared to talk about, and I think that shit is sick.
Told lies of what life is, streamed through wireless devices. Brainwash the cortex through your irises. Little mice slacked in vices, controlled by whatever the next crisis is. Civil war, cold war,
man, he
always at war,
speaks
now
such
ISIS.
true words,
Chemicals,
man. This is
straight
what I love
jacket,
about this verse, man. It just drops at the beat, drops out that killer-ass, badass beat, KILLAS. That badass beat drops out, and it's smooth. And he's speaking some real fucking knowledge, woke shit, man. Some real shit.
Vision distorted, get out of a boredom and never deported. Believe it's important, forget what's important. Go buy it, afford it, then hide it and hoard it. I'll never conform it, I'm breaking the form and attack like hornets and never.
Watch this breakdown.
Woo!
Yeah, dude, it just gets you going, bro. He gets you because he slows it down and he takes his time with it. He puts the bars together. It makes you really think, man. This song is more than just what it is, man. He makes you think, and I think that's so cool, bro. Shout out to Ramm the Nonconformist, man. Video is so sick. I wish you could have seen my first reaction, like seen it. You can hear it, but you can't see it. Man, I was going nuts in this fucking place, bro. And like I said, the first time, with the DJ scratching, the effects on it, this DJ can scratch, boy. Listen to this shit. Comes right back to it. Snap, snap, snap. The fade ins, the fade outs. I said, as a guy that works with videos and stuff like that, and very raw, very amateur myself is who I'm talking to there. This looks so good. Like, this looks so good. Like I said, it's not the highest budget you can tell, but oh my god, can you tell how much time and effort was taken into making it look pristine and clean. I love it. It's amazing what we can do with our technology we got today. Ramm is killing it. And this song, bro, this fucking song. This is not only speaks to some really true shit. This is shit you can bump in your car on the way to the fucking MMA fights to go watch your boy knock somebody out or yourself. Man, this is dope. Y'all go check out those links right there. Ramm, bro. I'm going to probably fade out here in a second to my thoughts on the last video. But before I do, this is my second time running through that video now. And oh my God, even the second time, still just blown away. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to fade into my final thoughts. This song spoke to some really true things. Wall Street and the money and the corruption. That's what hip-hop's about. Speaking up about things people are not necessarily going to bring up in your everyday conversation, and some people will think you're nuts. I think that speaks to also his name, Ramm, the Nonconformist. It's a great brand, and that was totally on point. The video, the effects from the intro to the DJ scratching to the Saw-esque scenes. I don't want to say it's like Saw completely because there's a lot of horror movies that's like that, but like the horror aspect of it, the screaming, the fucking like mosh fucking vibes during the hook, man. It's just, that's one of my favorite videos I think I've done so far, as far as ones that I haven't seen before I did them. Ramm, that was fucking excellent, man. And that takes away nothing from all the other videos that I've done on Eternal Sundays thus far. Because, dude, we've had some amazing videos. Bro, Bacon, D-Trap, Cisco, fucking, I'm going to fucking blank out now. God damn it. But, bro, that was sick. That was sick as fuck. Oh, fucking Mike B. Steve Nappy Face. How the fuck could I forget Mike B. Steve Nappy Face? Dude, that dude's killing it, by the way. Like Mike B. Steve Nappy Face and Ramm. Like, dude, those two video reviews, I was just blown away by the quality of a video that doesn't exactly have the budget that some of these other videos do. And even D-Traps and Cisco's and all of them. You know, everybody I've ever reviewed, Bacon, even, who has probably a little bit more of a budget than some people. The videos are so good, man. So I just want to say, the reason I really came back full screen wasn't just because Ramm had an amazing video, which he did. It's also because this is the last or second to last episode of Eternal Sundays for this series anyway, this season. And before we get into the last one next week, where I'm going to try to do a few more videos than just one, I just want to say, guys, when I came into the scene 10 years ago, it wasn't this amazing, man. Like, yes, there were great guys. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not disrespecting anybody. There was some great stuff. Like, Screwface John was coming out way before then. Like, some amazing guys that laid the groundwork. But where we have come and where the technology's allowed us to be more independent with ourselves, and even after these COVID stuff, seeing guys come into their own is just amazing. I remember seeing Ramm at multiple shows supporting people. I remember seeing Kaz. I met Kaz at a show. I met Ramm at the shows too. I met all these people through shows. Hellzflame. Our next week's artist that I haven't announced yet, which you will get at the end of the episode, please keep staying tuned, is also one of those guys. Like, so I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart here on Eternal Sundays, this review thing has been so much fun, and I wanted to shout out all of you guys, man. Every one of you, from Bacon to D-Trap to Ramm to Cisco to all you guys, man. If I'm forgetting anybody, I do apologize because I'm not doing it off of a script right now. This is from the bottom of my heart, and I really do appreciate you guys letting me review your videos. If you have a video that you think should be reviewed on Eternal Sundays, you can always hit up the page. That's www.facebook.com/TheIndieMercenary. I'm going to try to continue doing review videos even after I'm done with this season of Eternal Sundays. What's up, guys, and welcome to Eternal Sundays. My name is Eternal the Indie Mercenary. Thank you for watching. Today, I'm sitting down with Hellzflame. Hellzflame, go ahead and say hi, bro.
What it do, people? What it do? It is the one and only, the man Hellzflame. What's happening?
That's right. Yes, we got Hellzflame up here today on Eternal Sundays. Man, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Looking clean as fuck. Love the setup in the background, bro.
You know what it is, man. You always gotta look good for the camera.
Damn straight. Come to work, baby. That's what we talked about last week on Eternal Sundays. You an artist, you come ready to work. You always in the public eye.
Work all the time. Appreciate you, my guy.
Absolutely. All right, man. We're gonna jump straight into the questions here today. We're gonna start off with an easy one, man. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? And what was your childhood like?
Well, I am from Omaha, Nebraska. I was raised half my life till I was 18 in Denver, Colorado, so I'm kind of from both.
So you kind of like half and half right now. You got a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been living in Lincoln for the past, I want to say 17 years, 20 years.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. You've been at it a minute over there in Lincoln then.
Oh, yeah. It's a good place to raise your kids out here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lincoln, Nebraska is a great place to raise your kids, ladies and gentlemen. So tell me about your childhood, man. What was your childhood like? Did you like growing up? Did you have a good times? Was it hard times? Like, how was your childhood?
I mean, it was hard times, you know what I'm saying? But my mom kept us together. That's the main thing. Nobody got separated.
You know what? That's amazing right there, because we keep shouting out the single moms on this show here, man, because you know what? They just don't get enough credit, in my opinion. So you know what? Shout out to your mama, because she made a hell of a man, dude. You have a great ethical and moral standing. You always come ready to work, and you always got your bag ready. You know, your mom instills some good-ass morals in you, bro, so shout out to your mama, for real.
Appreciate it. Yeah, she appreciates that, too.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. She raised a hell of a man. All right, man. We're going to jump into question 2 here. You are a multi-talented artist, meaning you can sing and rap prolifically, bro. I mean, I've heard this man live more times than I think I can count, honestly, or can remember. Some of them are a little hazy memories.
Right.
This was the early days. But, man, you are so prolific on that microphone. You can rap, you can sing. Where did you learn to sing like that, man? And was it like a natural gift, or did you, like, have lessons? Did you teach yourself? Like, how did that work?
Well, it was naturally gift from God. I started singing, like, when I was, like, 4 or 5. My mom noticed that it wasn't coming out like normal people, so she was like, "Oh,
hey,
wow,
there's something here."
Sing.
Yeah. So did you like grow up in like choirs or anything like children's choirs or anything like that? No choirs?
Nah, I really didn't like that. That was a little too corny for me.
See, I'm white as all hell, so my mama threw me in every choir she possibly could. You know what I'm saying?
Right. In school, I got, you know, when you get in school and they give you music class or choir, when the teacher found out that I could sing, she used to try to give me solos and all that, and I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Yep, no, I'm chilling, man. I ain't trying to be out there in front of everybody right now, bro. I'll get to that eventually. Yeah.
Right. Plus, they wasn't singing nothing that I wanted to sing.
Exactly. So, you know what? I'm glad you said that, man. That actually brings up a good little point here. I actually had this past week, when the town I live in, York, Nebraska, we had York Fest, and like there was probably like we had this little parade, this little bitty itty bitty parade, and there's like 15 or 20 bands, dude. I swear to God, in this itty bitty little area, these marching bands, man. And I keep bringing up the point of like, man, like they all playing the same things they played 10, 15 years ago. Fly to the Bumblebee, this, that, and the other. These are high school guys that are going after scholarships, man, and they still playing some really old school material. There was one thing. I think they did a Katy Perry song. It was like Fireworks or something like that. I was like, it totally set them apart because they just decided to do something a little more up to date. You know what I mean? Even if it is a Katy Perry song, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. At least it was something other people can relate to.
Exactly.
Something that people that never heard of something before.
Exactly. And you know what? It keeps the kids interested in playing, bro, because at the end of the day, the kids is our future. What do Wu-Tang say? Hip-hop is for the motherfucking kids, bro. So, you know.
Definitely.
So you know that future is put in them kids' hands. So you made a really good point, and I wanted to bring that up because that's a good point, man, for real. Yeah. All right, man, I'm going to get on to the next one. I've been down with Hellzflame for a long time now, bro, for a very long time.
That.
I remember doing shows with you back at the Red 9, back when that was a thing. I'll never forget the time that we were doing a show, I think it was for Scott Lampkins, if you remember that. Last Call Entertainment. I had some guys try to start some stuff with me, and man, I'll tell you what, there was nobody that got to my side quicker than Hellzflame. He's like, nah, you did good. See, you did good. This dude barely knew me, ladies and gentlemen. Barely fucking knew me, bro. He stepped right in there because it was going to be a 3-on-1 tirade. It was not going to end well for me. I promise you that. And Hellzflame stepped right on in. So I always just wanted to bring that up right here on live on the show here today, because I always wanted to thank you for that personally, to you, man, for that, because I was new and rough on the scene, and yes, very rough around the edges, and you had already been on the scene for a minute, and it was really humbling and heartfelt, like, hey, man, I feel like maybe my scene is actually starting to accept me when you did that. So I really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate that, man. I just want to tell you that.
Sure, anytime, bro, anytime.
But how long have you actually been at this, and what are some interesting tips and things you've learned along the way? Because you've had such a decently long career so far, man. And I'll tell you what, you've had some pretty decent songs go out and do some numbers, bro. So have you learned any tips and tricks you can get artists, especially up and coming young guys?
Well, yeah, I've been actually doing music. I mean, I wrote my first song and performed it, I want to say 1999.
Oh, wow.
And then before it was just fun. It was a good way to meet bitches and
Right.
all kind of, you know what I mean, the groupies.
That old trap, you know what I mean? That
you know what
old
I mean?
trap,
Yeah, it was that in the beginning.
Yeah. That party
But-
boy phase. I think we all go through that. Me and Kaz were actually talking about that last week when we first started. We all think it's all going to be this rock star lifestyle. And,
Right.
Yeah, we slowly humbled. But continue.
exactly.
I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, you good, bro. But you know, it started as that, and then when I went to prison, I got out. I was in prison the whole time thinking like, oh man, I want to do music. I want to do music. I don't want to do nothing else. I just want to do music. So when I got out, that's when I got serious, but I couldn't really move around because I was on probation. So I really like waited till about like 2011, 2012. And I slowly started coming back and dropping mixtapes and, you know, just mixtapes, free music. And then 2015 is when I dropped my first professional single, Her Man.
Yes,
went
which I
through
have.
all the right loops, all the right dotted my I's and crossed my T's on everything on that track, put it out, and
track.
it's actually been going since that day. Everybody still perform Her Man, do Her Man. I'm like,
Man, I'm getting tired of doing that one. Now you know
it's
how
been
all the
6
one
years. Now. You still want me to do it, huh? Okay, I got you.
Now you know how all the one-hit wonders feel, man. You know what I mean? Everybody hates that name, hates that phrase, but goddamn, you know what? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
Hootie and Blowfish, the dude Darius Rucker got tired of being called Hootie after a while. Same thing
Exactly.
with the songs, bro. It's like,
Exactly.
God damn, man, stop at. Like even Black Panther, I'm Chadwick Bronson. I'm gonna butcher his name, man. But
Oh yeah, Brunswick.
Brunswick. There we go. Rest in peace. But even he was talking like, dude, I'm getting so sick of doing the Wakanda Forever, man, because everybody wants to come up to me.
Yeah, people
and
just
do
want
it.
you to do that.
It's not
They
like he
love
doesn't
something
love that love he's getting, bro. It's just like, man, I'm not constantly wanting to be on, man, and we get that. But I
Right.
I get what you're saying there, man. That's a really good point.
Yep. And
So
any advice I would want to say to any up and coming artist, the only thing I really have learned is to stop doubting yourself and put the music out.
Absolutely. I was actually reading some. Actually, I was watching SMG Audio. It's actually a heavy metal YouTube channel, and he was saying they do a lot of home recording tips and stuff like that. And he was saying done is way better than perfect. And
Yeah.
you know, there's a statement that says that music started to get ruined once we got into the digital age of music after we stopped recording on like the hard analog equipment, that it started to
Right.
lose something. And it's like, because music wasn't just perfect, it was its flaws, you know what I'm saying? And when we started to be able to time align everything and allow everything to be perfect and auto tune and bass this and do this and put here and cut paste, we can punch in and do your favorite rapper probably does a million punch-ins and probably does a million rewrites, that it just happens like that. But he says this thing where he says it's like, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And if you keep putting all that effort into it, you're gonna overproduce it. And I think that's kind of what you're getting at right there. Is that what you're kind of getting at there? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
definitely.
Absolutely, man. All right, man. We're gonna move on to the next question. We got a little heartfelt on that one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
As many
music is passionate.
Absolutely.
I'm passionate about this.
Hell yeah, we all is, bro. We wouldn't do it if we weren't. Like I tell people, yes, we're in it to make a bag, but at the same time, man, there are so many other ways to make a bigger bag, bro. If we didn't love this shit, we wouldn't fucking be here. bro. Like,
Exactly.
we wouldn't do it, man. I can make a bigger bag somewhere else. If I would have abandoned it 10 years ago, yes, I probably would be in a better off place. But you know what? I ain't going to be able to look my kid in the eye and tell him, hey, man, just give
Go
up
for
on
what
it.
you know.
Yeah, just give up on it and go for the money. Nah, hell no. Go get what you want. You put in the work, you're
Exactly.
going to get it. And I'm going to show my kid that. And I think you in the same boat, man. I feel
Oh, yeah,
like you
definitely.
out there to inspire people. And I feel like that's especially what the F.U.N gang does, man. I love what y'all do. Y'all always inspiring people and bringing people in. And y'all always just got a big group of people wherever you go, bro. And it's just
Yeah.
like, that's so much like the goals of a squad. It's ridiculous, man. Like, a lot of people can learn from how you guys roll. I really do
Right.
believe that. You always came in professional. Every show I ever did with you guys, any of you guys, Bacon, Cherry, you, fucking Espionage, any of them, bro.
Right, yeah.
They always had their bag ready, always had their tickets sold, always had their shit straight, bro. So, like, a lot of y'all young guys could take a lot of tips from this young man right here, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, man. As many shows have you done? Could you pick your favorite, possibly, and what was that night like?
I would have to say my favorite performance was in the first time I went to Indiana.
Oh, that's dope. I haven't heard an Indiana story yet.
Yeah, it's some bikers called Street Soldiers.
Oh,
They
okay.
booked me for a show, paid for everything. Didn't know me from a can of paint, just heard some music. This was when Kerry was my manager, OMO Entertainment.
Okay.
And we went up there and, bro, when I tell you, I never felt safer, bro. Like, real talk.
That's amazing.
It was thousands of people out there because they had 3 or maybe 4 clubhouses right next to each other, and the back was just a big open lot. So it was thousands of people there, motorcycles, all kind of people. Like, the dude that I went to go smoke with and I came to the show with, he had his sword on him. They was like, you can put that in the car. We got him. And they showed like 15 of them. Like, just put them up,
Jesus
showed them
Christ.
up. Like,
Oh,
I was like,
shit.
whoa, okay.
All
He was
right.
like, y'all. He was like, y'all good. Our moms, our grandmas, our kids out here, y'all straight. I was like, go put your shit up, bro.
Hell yeah, go put it up. Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's probably the wildest
that
story
was
we've had on
that
Eternal
was one
Sunday.
of the reasons why. And another reason why is because they all showed so much love. Like, even though it was a party going on, when the good music was on, everything stopped and everybody showed love.
That's amazing, man. That's support. See, I talk about support on this show all the time. I talk about, like, I tell people all the time, you're not gonna get it from the guy you went to high school with. You're not gonna get it from your brother. You're not gonna get it from your sister, your mommy, your daddy. And, you know, they may a little bit here and there, but I'm telling you what, nobody supports you like a stranger is gonna support you, dude. It's just, I don't know what it is. Nobody wants to see you win more than a stranger. I think it has to do with, if you come from the same place and you graduate at the same time, you feel like you're in competition with these people. And it's like I keep trying to convey to the whole scene, we aren't in competition with each other. We're trying to help each other grow. If you go out to Indiana and you go do a show, you know what I'm saying, and you do a very great job and those people fucking love you, bro, the next time they see somebody from Nebraska, they're not going to think, oh, fuck, here comes another Nebraska rapper. They're going to think, oh, shit, dude, the last time I saw somebody from Nebraska, he fucking killed it. So by you going out there doing your job and doing it right, you are growing our scene as well, which is just exactly how we want to grow naturally. This whole competition atmosphere that we've kind of brewed in silence, and, like, I don't know, it's like this jealousy thing, I feel like, mostly. You know, everybody wants to be the alpha, the Brahma bull, you know, what have you. But, you know, Flame, I've never gotten that shit off of you, bro. Every time you have ever showed up to a show, dude, he's like, shh, bro. Like, I'm going to do... I remember one time I was walking past your table. You was sitting with the All-Pro team. And you sitting there like, 20-minute set? Shit, I don't need no 20-minute set. I'm going to do 14-minute set. Because if they don't fucking get my message after 14 minutes, then they ain't ever going to get the fucking message. I was like, dude, that is the straightest shit I ever fucking heard in my goddamn life, man. I had been to like 10, 15 shows by this point. Probably done 20. I was actually on my way to do tech, dude. And I was like, that has got to be the smartest shit I ever fucking did. Shout out to Hi Lucy, by the way. I forgot to tell everybody that Dustin over in Hi Lucy, that's the only reason I ever got to do a crazy show like the ones I did. So let me get that out of the way real quick. But anyway, that's the public service announcement over. Thank you, Dustin. You're amazing. But man, you know, it's the craziest shit, man. Like, you know, I just think that you are such a professional, bro, and I just cannot speak to that more, man. You and all your guys, man, y'all are all such professionals, dude, and I love what you do for the scene, because if I see you guys on a show, I see Flame on a show, I know he's gonna show out. I know that stage presence is gonna be there. I know he's gonna roll in with 10 to 15 guys or 20 guys, and it ain't gonna just be guys. He gonna have girls too. He gonna have everybody, because he ain't gonna have the Peter Fest up in the goddamn place. He's gonna have a place in an atmosphere that is ready to go. And I think that is something that speaks to not only your artistry, my friend, but your spirit as well, and like just your soul and your general being. And yeah, once again, shout out to your mama. She raised a good human being. All right, man.
Thank you.
Not a problem at all, man. Not a problem at all. It's a pleasure, man. You've been such a great guest so far, dude. Not playing, man. It's been hella fun talking to you. All right, so I know you've been repping the F.U.N gang. We've talked a little bit about it. I know you've been repping the F.U.N gang since the beginning. Can you tell everyone what F.U.N stands for and how it came to be?
Well, F.U.N has two different definitions. F.U.N means family uniting network.
Yes. I've heard that one. Networking. Yes, I was waiting for you.
I was going to say what? I forgot.
Hey, everybody has those space moments. All right, y'all give us all a break. Right. We live right now.
But it has two different meanings. It's family united network, and also it means if you ain't rolling with us or messing with it, it means fuck you niggas.
Yep. I was waiting for that one. I was going to say I knew it was coming, bro. Yeah, man, because you know what? At the end of the day, yes, we all want to grow together, and I talk about growing together all the time and having that positive energy. We don't have to be on the same label. We don't have to be on the same clique. We don't even have to be on the same gang. But you come with respect, and you come with fucking gratitude for the people that came before you. I'm not saying you got to bow down and kiss some motherfucker's feet. What I'm saying to you is when you come up into a show and you see a dude that's done 10, 15 shows, you don't bitch that you're going before him. You know what I mean? You don't fucking bitch that, oh, shit, he getting privileged treatment here, this, that, and the other. Yeah, he's put his fucking work in. He's put his dues in. He's made his network, and we talk about that all the time, too. We talked about it last week with Kaz, and we talked about it the week before with KT. Networking is so important, and it is the key phrase in this business, because networking is great. Like I told people last week, the 100 to 50 fans of that show, of course you want to show out for them. Of course they're important. But the most important thing you can do that night is respecting that venue and getting on that promoter's good side, because he's got the connection to the next show with the next 50 to 100 fans. So even if 20 of those fans don't like that you didn't jump on the goddamn stage monitor because at the last show you did, or whatever the fuck it is, because you are respecting that venue, I guarantee you in the long run, it's going to grow your fan base much bigger. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like a reach, word of mouth spreads so much further. Like, if it weren't for word of mouth, I think some of us would have never got anywhere. Like, I never would have met Jason Hyatt over at the 402 if it hadn't have been for, God dang it, I'm going to blank out now, too. See, now I'm blanking out. Somebody had told him about me, and I promise if I remember, I will drop that shit in the comments. Somebody told him about me, and he hit me up while I was doing some like shit show for this like traveling like fuckery, and and he was like, "You want to play real shows, man? Come on!" And that's how that ended up working. And then I just really respected his game and kept on working with them, and that's how I got to do all that stuff. And I'm sure you got similar stories to that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Like, especially like managers. That's really my story. Like the owners of the club.
Yeah.
Like I've been put on countless shows, just not even because of the promoter. The owner of the club will be like, "Hey, you want openers?" And they'll be like, "Yeah." They'll be like, "I know somebody," and they'll hit me up and be like, "Hey, come down here. You get paid this much. Come do this show." I'm
exactly.
Like, oh, thank you.
You never know what eyes are on you, bro. That is that is the point I think that is being driven here. Last week when we was talking about We were talking about how you need to come prepared. You need to have your bag ready with your promoter. If you just said you was going to sell this X number of tickets, you better have those sold. If not, you better have the money to make up for them. And if you don't have that working, if you got the deal where you got to give back the tickets, have those fucking tickets. Don't say, oops, I fucking left them at fucking home, dude. Yeah. All of us work so hard on this scene to put some of this shit together. And I know I haven't been that deep in like the putting together shows, but I've seen how hard these guys have worked to put together shows, bro. And you have too. Yeah. And you've probably been a part of putting together some shows yourself.
Yeah.
It is not easy shit, bro. It is a fucking clusterfuck. Okay? So new guys, if the promoter don't message you back right away with your question or your about your mix or trust me, they are dealing with a fucking train wreck on the other side of that line, bro. So just give them a minute. I promise you, your question will get answered if it's important enough, man. Like, and I know that sounds kind of dickish, but you got to understand this is the job you signed up for. And I think a lot of guys that are getting into this anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute because I got a question about that. All right, we're gonna keep going, man. All right, I'm asking all my guests this question because I feel like it isn't very much talked about in our kind of groups here. Have you ever suffered from writer's block? And if you have, can you tell us about how you go about clearing your head and how you kind of get through those writer's blocks?
Writer's block, I don't really get writer's block. I get I get stagnant in creativity.
Yes.
To where I feel like, oh, this song sounds like the last one or something like that. And then I'll just step away for a little bit, experience life, that give you something different to write about. Because you ain't going through the same thing. Hopefully you changing and evolving and growing as a person. That way you can experience new things and have new things to talk about, new subjects. But writer's block is really not a thing for me because I'm always gathering information, rather it be watching videos, reading a book. That's what most artists need to do. Read more books.
Absolutely.
How can you get writer's block when you got all these words floating around in your head?
Absolutely. If you are ever I love that tip, but we haven't had that tip yet. I asked this question to every artist because I wanted to go through at the end of it. And I wanted to like kind of edit together the answers to these questions from all my guests from this series because I tried to pick 4 guys that I thought were really talented guys, but in sort of the different corners of hip hop. You get what I'm saying? And it's amazing the similarities of the answers you're going to get and the differences you're going to get as well.
Right.
The first 2 guys, they were like, look, man, like everybody goes through writer's block, but it's like, I'm just, like this week, don't force it. Don't force it because you're going to wait tomorrow. You're going to have it in plethora. And that was kind of what we've talked about in the last episode. But you're sitting there like, hey, man, I don't get writer's. You don't necessarily say you don't get writer's block. You're saying you don't get.
Well, see, the thing about it is that's what I was going to say, too. It's not I don't call it writer's block.
Right.
Because say I'm writing and it's coming out fluently and it stops. Then I stop.
Right.
I don't force it. I'll come back later that day. I'll play the beat later that day or play it tomorrow. And I might not even like what I wrote down and start all over.
Exactly. Yeah. I always say that. Let everything sit a day. If you're gonna write something new. Oh, there's so many times. How many times have you wrote something and been like, dude, this is the shit. This is the shit. Bro, I ain't ever wrote nothing this fucking good. And then you come back to it the next day and it's all off beat and you can't do it like you did before. And you's all like, man, I swear to God, yesterday, this was the bombest shit I ever saw in my life. And today, I don't know. Like, we might need to just rewrite the whole fucking thing. So young guys, this is a tip for you. Don't get discouraged. We say this just about every time we get to this question. Don't get discouraged, man. We can't get discouraged about it because, bro, it happens. Every day inspiration hits when it hits. You cannot force inspiration. And I think that's what you were kind of driving at about the reading the books things and everything else. I was watching Rob Level on Smart Rapper earlier this week, and I think he had a thing that's saying your problem isn't that you're tired. Your problem isn't that you're not writing. The problem is that you're uninspired, and that we go through cycles as these humans where we're going to go through 3 weeks or a month of being able to be just in our super creative mindsets. Like, we're going to write like crazy. We're going to create shows. We're going to create ideas. We're going to come up with all kinds of concepts, music videos, etc., whatever kind of art form you into. And then there's going to be like that 2-month period. Yep. You don't want to do shit. Like, and you feel bad about it because music's a part of you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it is what you almost, as once you get to a certain point at this, guys, it almost defines you. It's almost in every conversation you have every day, and you ain't even trying. Like, it just follows you around, bro. And so you got to be ready for that too, young guys. Like, you think it's all like fun party, yada yada yada. No. There's real consequences of this shit. This stuff does bleed over to your real life, even if you use a fake name. All right. Yep. But he was saying that whole, like, you know, he compared it to I think renting a Lamborghini. If somebody was going to give you a Lamborghini for a month and you knew you was only going to get it for a month, wouldn't you drive the fuck out of that bitch?
For sure.
And you knew you had to give it back. Yeah, you had to give it back at the end of the fucking month. Wouldn't you drive the fuck out of that motherfucker every day for those 30 days? It's the same thing with your creativity. When you realize you're going into that creativity pattern, that's when you need to be driving that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Flame. Absolutely, man. So I love your answer to that question, man. Thank you for sharing your technique and just your ideas. I love go read a fucking book, motherfucker. Like, goddamn, educate yourself.
I mean, you got to.
You have to
talk about the same thing over and over again.
And the internet don't count, man. Facebook don't count. Like, that Reddit shit don't count. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a place and time for all that. I enjoy doing that. Obviously, I'm even mentioning like YouTubers I watch and shit I read, but there ain't nothing like sitting down to a book that was written 20 years ago before the internet was a giant thing, because there is a different level of authenticity and honesty in some of those things. And even if they're out of date, even if they're not completely PC or correct, dude, there's some things that we can learn from. And I tell people all the time, you know, most of the time, everything is just a game of morals, bro. It's everything's a game of morals. If you can't take a moral out of it, there was no fucking point to it. And same thing with music. You know, if you can't take an ethic or a moral out of it, even the flashiest songs, bro, there's some moral or ethic to it. Like, hey, man, I grew up poor, and now I'm going to show this shit off because fuck all y'all. That's what that song's about. And,
on that point, that's why no matter what song you hear of mine, it's always going to be a small little message in there.
Absolutely. There is so many messages. Like I said, Her Man, I already have that on the Nebraska Got Bars playlist. That's on the Indie Mercenary Productions YouTube channel.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. I put a lot of you guys' stuff on there because you just have some amazing stuff. I put a lot of guys from the area around. I've been listening to local guys for over 10 years now. I think I celebrated my 10 years in hip-hop a couple months back. So, you know, I'm still like semi new, but I'm starting to get to that point where it's like, all right, man, yep, this is my life, bro. So what are we gonna do to stay in it? You know what I mean? Like, I feel it. So, all right. Question number 7 today is how do you produce your music, and do you mix and master yourself? Do you work with a team, or is there some sort of combo of, like, you have some really great production quality on your tracks, bro, like some really good stuff. So I was wondering what your chain process is.
Oh, well, thank you. What I do is I purchase beats. I'll go listen to them. I have stopped writing songs to beats and then hitting the person up because I got so many songs that I wrote and the people like, oh no, that beat is already sold. And I'm like,
and even if it's not, dude, then you go to do it and it's not even what it was originally. They're like, oh, we'll give it to you for $20, but you got to buy it in a beat pack that you get for $100. It's like, man, there's so many scams like that. But you know what? You talking about leasing beats? Is that what you're kind of talking about? Like leasing your beats, or you buy them out exclusively?
For the most part, I would like to get it exclusive. Right. If I can't, then I'll lease the beat. Right. Because a lot of people be charging out.
Yeah. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Some of it. I mean, look, like I always say, you get what you pay for. The good product's good product. Everybody in art is subjective. So, like, if you really think that beat is going to be something, you can make fucking the next goddamn Old Town Road or whatever the fuck it's going to be, buy that motherfucker.
Just do it.
Don't lease it.
Yep.
Buy
That's
it.
how I feel.
All right?
That's how I feel. If I feel like it's one of those ones that's going to go and push, I'm definitely gonna buy the beat.
Absolutely.
I don't care how much it costs.
Now, so far in my career, I've actually done a lot more leasing than buying. I'm gonna be real honest, because I'm trying to do a real honest take on a budget rapper. Man, that's kind of what this rebrand has all been about. And you know, I've leased music. The biggest song in the past 10 years was a leased beat. You know, I think that was Old Town Road. We hit up it was a leased beat. You know, it was like originally, it started out as they eventually bought it exclusive, obviously. I mean, you can't have that big of a hit and not eventually get it bought exclusive. Money talks. But, you know, so young guys, there's no shame in leasing those beats for $10. There's no shame in leasing those beats for $2 or going to BeatStars or any of that. Don't ever let anybody make you feel bad about how you make your music. Listen, man, they want to call you fake. Let them call you fucking fake. That's their fucking problem. You go make it as legit as you fucking can, dude, and you don't stop until it is legit and everybody accepts it or gets the fuck out your way. You know, and I really feel that energy, man. I really feel that energy for real. All right, man. So you talked about that. So you do so you buy your beats. So like, do you mix your own stuff, master your own stuff?
No, I'm currently looking for a engineer.
Ooh, my first
I'm looking for a professional engineer, somebody who's gonna take my sound to the next level. Because I've been just messing with the people that I've been messing, and it's great production.
Right.
Definitely great production.
Absolutely.
But I'm trying to get somebody to take my sound to the next level because I'm going to the next level. So I'm currently looking. I have a couple of prospects, but they acting real Hollywood right now. So.
God damn, isn't it great to have the egos in this game? I tell you what, guys, get ready, because if you ain't ready to deal with somebody's ego, don't become a rapper. Just don't do it.
Hey, one of my favorite artists, not because of his music, even though his music is great,
right,
is Russ.
Right, absolutely.
He got so many doors shut on him, and so many people told him no.
Yep. And
now look at him, independent.
Yep.
And everybody, he can tell them no.
Yep. Absolutely, man. I think that, dude, absolutely. That's a great example, man. I didn't even think about Russ. That's a fantastic example. See, when I started my rebrand here, you know, I was formerly Model T. And I rebranded to Eternal here, the Indie Mercenary. And the reason I picked the production company named the Indie Mercenary is actually because I'm finally trying to take my own career into my own hands, start recording myself. I'm learning about equipment. I'm learning about EQs. I'm learning about DAWs. I'm learning about all this shit, man. And yes, it's so overwhelming, but it's like if you love it, dude, it's like it's the best thing on the planet. It's overwhelming in a good way. But man, I'll tell you what. The one thing I've found, and I told this I think in the first episode with KT, and I'll say it again, man. Listen, you can go home and record yourself. There is so much option for home recordings nowadays and DIY stuff. But don't expect your shit to be professional quality, especially right out the gate. Man, be realistic with yourself. I feel like a lot of guys just aren't realistic with themselves. That's why a lot of these guys get up on stage and everybody walks away and the guy's just standing there wondering why. It's because all your buddies been blowing smoke up your fucking ass and they ain't been real with you. You know, like, and I've had that happen to me. Like, I'm not picking on anybody, man. There was times in my life where I sucked, bro. Like, I had to learn to get better. You know, and
I did too. Me personally, I only sucked off stage. I waited. I didn't get on stage until I knew I was right.
And see, that is a great point. That's a great point. Let's bring that up real quick, because yes, like I said, I want this channel to kind of be something that guys around our area who are aspiring to do what we're doing can kind of tap in, see some of the more prominent guys in our areas, and be like, all right, so this is kind of what it's like, and learn how to be respectful and how to come into the scene respectfully and not come in, you know, make the same mistakes I did, really. You know, I mean, that's really what it is. But, you know, like when I did the Indie Mercenary thing, Indie Mercenary is all because it's all me. I'm doing the recording. I'm doing the graphics. I'm doing the videos. I'm doing the Eternal Sundays. I'm doing the blah, 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 blah. And, you know, the reason I even got to that flame, and you're talking about looking out for a producer, that's because you're going to the next level. That's because you guys are heading to the next level. There ain't no doubt and question about it at this point, man. I mean, Bacon and Cherry success over there with Odyssey Records and everything else. That's so amazing, man. Stevie Stone, if nobody knows what Odyssey Records is, that's Stevie Stone's new label. He left Strange Music just recently. And shout out, love Strange Music, and I'm still a huge Strange Music fan. They're losing some guys, you know, like everybody needs to realize that times change, man, because, you know, Calico went and started his own, but Stevie Stone started this Odyssey Records, and I'll tell you what, they got some pretty badass dudes on there. It's not just Bacon and Cherry. I mean, Bacon and Cherry are amazing. They're putting on a great for Nebraska. They got some amazing other artists on that little label, man. I've been kind of looking them up and looking around, man, and I'm kind of excited to see what's about to happen, and I know how close you and Bacon and Cherry and the gang are, man, so it's only a matter of time before you up there too, man. Like, there ain't no doubt.
Yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely. It's like, I know how the gang moves. They move together. They don't move separate. And I mean, they've always been about that family shit. I mean, he said it earlier, family, unity, networking. That's what it's all about. That can almost be the goddamn tagline to this goddamn episode.
Exactly.
But, you know, I'm just saying, man, yeah. But when I'm doing my studio recording and stuff like that, and I realize my shit's going to be demo quality. I know it's going to be demo quality. I'm not trying to sit there and be like, hey, man, I got the best goddamn track out right now. I'm beating all these other motherfucking artists. I'm not. Right. You need to realize where you are in your career. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, I have done this for 10 years. But I had to take a huge ego check myself and realize just because I had done all those shows, I'd fucked up. Because those shows aren't for being on stage and getting your name out there, which that does help, sure. But think about that shit like a flea market. That's a trade show. You got 15 minutes to go up there, show off your motherfucking product, and then hopefully get them motherfuckers over to your table so you can sell them your actual fucking product. And that's how you got to treat that. And I didn't have any content. Nothing like that. So you guys were a big inspiration to me on how to, like, do that, man. And so I really wanted to have somebody from the Fun Gang on this series, and I'm so thankful, bro, that you hit me back up and said, yeah, bro, hell yeah. He was so down, y'all. He just hit me, hell yeah, man, I got you, man. Let's do it. Fuck yeah. And I was like,
do it.
We're actually filming this on a Thursday. I have to do something Sunday, so the episode will still drop on Sunday. But so he has just rolled with the punches, y'all, so thank you again, Flame. I really do appreciate it, bro. All right, we're getting down the nitty-gritty of it, man. If you could collab with anybody alive today, so I'm not talking to the dead guys, I'm talking anyone alive, who would it be and why?
I feel like right now, dead or alive?
No, just alive.
Oh, alive, this one.
Only alive. All the dead ones are gone. We're going to move on from the dead. I love them. We love them. Rest in peace, Biggie and Pac, but we got to move on a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say them anyway.
Yeah, I know you wasn't.
Let me see. Right off the bat, without being too critical about it, I would do a feature with 2 Chainz.
Oh, man. You know what? I love that answer, bro. I could totally see you and 2 Chainz throwing down together. That would be Bro, we got to make that shit happen. Who's got the GoFundMe? Who's got the GoFundMe shit? Hold up. Somebody go get the price point on fucking 2 Chainz' goddamn feature price. Somebody hit up his manager. That would be a fucking track. Bro.
Yeah, that would go to the top.
Absolutely. Dude, y'all don't understand. See, what I'm talking about here is if you've ever heard anything from Hellzflame, and you're definitely going to have links and shit down in the description of this video. So please go down there, even right now. Stop right now, come back to the interview, go check this shit out real quick, and then come back, and now you're going to be like, oh, fuck, I really want to hear what this guy has to say now. But I'm telling you, man, if you've ever heard anything of Flame stuff, not only are you going to leave feeling good, bro. You're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel inspired. And you're going to feel like you just got done doing some fun shit, bro. It ain't all just like he also got that fun, fuck you type shit. He's got it all, man. And the plethora of stuff you can do and your range as an artist, I think, is what sets you apart from most of the scene around here, is you can sing. I remember one time we was doing a show, I think it was, I want to say it was Whitney Payton or Cess Crew. I can't remember which one it was. It was at the Night Out Pub. You remember that one?
I think it was Cess Crew, yeah.
Yeah, Cess Crew. I remember you went on before me, and we had both, I think, leased the same beat.
Oh,
from Kid Ocean.
I do remember that show.
Yes, from Kid Ocean. And I'm like, I heard you went first. And I don't know why he was going first, ladies and gentlemen, because he definitely should have gone after my white ass. But but he went up first, and he did his track, and I'm all like, huh, That shit sounds so. Oh shit. I was like, oh shit. So I was like, all nervous. Like, oh man, he just blew that shit away. I was like, mine ain't even half that good. I was like, god damn it. I was like,
Hey,
it
but
ain't a competition.
I was still right there in the front supporting you, though.
Absolutely was, dude. He was right there. And that's another thing about the Fun Gang. They ain't just gonna go do their set and leave. Speaking of, guys, stop fucking doing that. That is fucked up, bro.
That is so lame.
That is such a dick move. Fuck your friends. If your friends want to leave, tell them to fucking leave. You stay, bro, because you made a commitment to be at that show. You made a commitment to sell those tickets. And what you really need to tell your friends is like, bro, I didn't just sell you a ticket to my show. This isn't my show. This is our show. This is our show.
Unless your family or friends got something to do, kids. And
exceptions to the rule be had. Absolutely. No, don't get me wrong.
Other than that, don't just come to see your homie perform and then say fuck the rest of these niggas.
Absolutely.
I mean, because they did some work tonight too.
Absolutely. And you guys don't know what you could do for your friend, man. You can make friends with a better rapper or a guy with more connections, and you'd be like, hey, this is my rap friend who was just on this show tonight, and he just networked for you, bro. You didn't have to do shit, bro. You had networking going on for you without you even fucking being there. So, yeah. I mean, you got to look at these possibilities. I tell people all the time, change your fucking perception. The problem isn't that you are wrong. The problem is that you're not looking at it the right fucking way to be right, bro. And it's like, yes, and I'm not, there's exceptions to all of it, man, but I love this. Dude, I love the chat we're getting into right now, man. I wish we had a little more time to chat, but I got to keep pushing because my program fucking hates rendering hour-and-a-half long videos.
Oh, yeah. You can't do that.
Okay. All right, man. Question 9, and then we got, I think, one more after that. Right. I know a lot of people who will be watching this channel, I think we've talked about this a lot today too, might be interested in becoming a rapper. With the landscape of hip-hop as crowded as it is, we talked about that as well. It's very crowded. Anybody with a laptop and a microphone thinks they can put down bars, and that's okay. Try, please do, but, be realistic about where you are. Okay, but with it being so crowded as it is, what would your advice be to a guy that wanted to get in the scene today, and what would you warn them about? Like the biggest red warning, like, hey man, this is gonna fucking happen to you.
One thing is, on the last thing, you're gonna hit a wall. You're gonna feel like your career ain't going nowhere or whatever have you. But if you really think about it and you really growing and you really taking inventory of your small successes, then you can never really feel like that.
Absolutely.
It can cross your mind, but then you just push it right out and be like, man, what you mean? I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, and I'm still doing stuff. So that's one thing. And what was the first question again?
I'm sorry, man. No, you're good, bro. I said, I know a lot of people will be watching the channel interested in becoming a rapper. The landscape is crowded as it's been. What advice would you give the guys that wanted to get in the game, and what would you warn them about? So you just went through what you would warn them about. What would be your advice on getting in the game?
Just do it. I mean, people complain about it being crowded, but do you realize how many people there are that live in the world?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, bro. And you know how many people just hate our genre in general? You know what I mean?
Right, but it's becoming the popular genre.
Absolutely.
That's why Drake is a pop artist. That's why Migos are pop artists.
Yes, absolutely. You know what? I got a lot of heat, and I'm just going to go ahead and speak to this real quick. On my personal page, I got a lot of heat because I said something about Lil Nas X and being 10 times the rapper Drake is. We'll just go ahead and clear the air on that one real quick, guys. I didn't mean to offend anybody. I wasn't trying to say that, that if you like Drake, man, that's totally cool with me. Like, I respect. See, the cool thing about this genre is, like I was talking to you about earlier, perceptions. What's great about our genre is we can all show a different perception and a different look at the same artist and get 10 different fucking answers on how we actually feel about them. And that's what makes our genre more unique than any of the other genres, is we're not just meshing, old school rock sound with new school metal sound. We're meshing like rock, country, rap, pop, R&B, old school blues, 50 swing, like,
everything.
That's why I feel like our genre is growing as immensely as it is because of the plethora of things we could do, especially in the digital age now with sampling and everything else. I mean, Dre only had so much to work with back in his day. Imagine what he could have done if he had this shit when he was fucking in his prime, man. Like,
Man,
there ain't no telling what kind of
would have
music.
been crazy.
Abso-fucking-lutely, man. Who knows how shit would have went down. We might not have had as many wars. We might not have had as many bodies dropping. Like, who knows, bro? But all I can say is this, man, when you get down to the nitty-gritty of this artist thing, it boils down to one thing, I think. If you want it, you got to take it. And if you're willing to take it, be willing to lose it all. Because at the end of the day, if you ain't cool with having nothing, you probably ain't going to make it in hip-hop, bro. There's been times we've all had absolutely jack shit, not a microphone, not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And I think, Flame, you definitely been through some stuff like that. And, the rest of us have. And I think a lot of people are ashamed to talk about their low points because, they see us up in the videos. We're throwing hundreds or 20s and 50s. And there's bitches and there's chains and there's ice and all this other shit. But at the end of the day, we all know that we went back home that day and we ate ramen. That's what y'all didn't see.
That's why my videos don't look like that. If you ever go see any of my videos, I don't have any of that in it because that's not
real.
The image that I want to portray.
It's not real.
I do music for the regular people.
Yeah.
Regular people who go to work a 9 to 5 and struggle and go through shit in life. That's who I make music for.
That's the group that should be touched and inspired because you know what? I think a lot of people get down on themselves because they are working their 9 to 5 and they're not doing their dreams. And I was reading something earlier about the whole inspired thing that was saying, you go put in 8 hours a day at your fucking job for somebody else's money to get paid, of course. But still, you're working for somebody else and you'll go home and you'll go take a nap. You'll go home and you'll go like just fucking watch TV for 6 hours. Meanwhile, that dream you resent other people for going out and doing themselves.
You could be doing it too.
You could be doing it too. You just got to have that drive. So at the end of the day, like we was talking about, this whole artist thing really comes down to that drive. How bad do you fucking want it? If you go back to them football days, I don't know, did you play football back in the day?
No, I didn't.
All right, well, I played some football.
I only ran track. But that's digging in too. You gotta dig in for that.
Okay, any sport for real. Yeah, absolutely. Any sport for that matter, man. It's all drive. It's how bad you want it, how bad you want to beat the other guy. Now, I said earlier, it's not about competition, and I meant that. But
the other guy is yourself.
Yep, exactly. That's why in my song, Never Sing Defeat, which I just dropped a lyric video for this week, the hook is, my only enemy is staring back at me. Because in the mirror, my vision's clear, man, because I think so many times we get caught up in ourselves and what's going on and our next move and our next step and our next this and our next that. We forget to sit and enjoy what we fucking made, bro. Sometimes I think that's another thing everybody can kind of relate to, too. We just don't ever dwell in our accomplishments. We always sit in our pity of what didn't happen, man. And that's speaking of human. That's not even talking music. That's just speaking of human nature. You know what I mean? So I think you raise a hell of a good point, Flame. Hell of a good point.
That's why this sits in the studio.
Damn straight, man. Hell yeah. Look at that. Y'all see that? That's called inspiration right now. If you don't feel inspired to go write something right now, this man told you at the beginning of the interview he came from Omaha, Nebraska. He spent time in Denver, Colorado. I bet a lot of you all have too. I bet a lot of y'all doing work jobs too. I bet a lot of y'all gone through the same things as Flame. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, you ain't going to be the same person as Flame because he goes to work. He has that drive. He has that hustle. And I'm not trying to blow smoke up his ass or kiss his ass. I'm telling y'all, this is something I have personally seen from this man with my own two fucking eyes. I have personally seen this dude come to work more times than I can count. And that's why I really am just so excited he was on the show today. And the fact that you're here, man, is just like, it's a blessing for me because I've always wanted to work with you personally. And, I'm so excited just to get to interview you and put your name a little further out if I possibly can. That's the goal.
For sure.
All right, man. So we're gonna.
Hey, we should do a track too.
We
Don't forget about that.
should. We should do a track. Hey, man. And by the way, if you was I think you asked me at one point about my DIY isolation box. I'm actually gonna be putting out a video eventually. I'm gonna make a better one, and I'm gonna order some better foam in a better box, and I'm gonna DIY that because a lot of this stuff, man. I'm telling you, dude. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for reflection boards. And it's like, don't get me wrong, man. The good equipment that you spend that money on, if you went and spent your money on it, I am not disrespecting you. Bro, I'm not disrespecting you in one bit. We just ain't in the same boat, man. I got 3 kids. Meat is $7 a pound. Fucking A, I can't afford it.
Exactly.
I'm a rapper on a budget, and I ain't afraid to admit it. So, you know, like, I'm just saying, like, hell yeah, we could get down on the track. Absolutely, we could get down on the track. I got something I'll send you over later, man, for sure. But anyway, all right, so the last question, and this one is super fucking easy, man. This should be the easiest question you ever answer in your life. You ready? He said, please tell everyone what you got going on and where to follow your shit, man, because I want everybody to know where they can go after this to go find all of Hellzflame music, where they can go like his pages, where they can go follow it. So please, sir, plug yourself. The camera is out for you, bro.
Oh man, you can find me anywhere that you find any other music that you listen to.
Absolutely. Super easy.
Any other music you listen to, all you gotta type in is HELLZ Flame. It's gonna be right there.
Absolutely. You look for that pretty mug.
Also, you can go to www.hellzflame.com, and that hub right there will send you everywhere else you need to go.
So you got a link tree kind of deal thing. All right, that's dope, man. I like the hellzflame.com, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have a link in the description down below. Y'all need to go click that shit because this is somebody that y'all should definitely be listening to. Listen, man, this dude is literally on the come up. Guys, this is who you really want to aspire to be right here, man. This guy has networked his ass off. He has worked his life to get to where he's at. And you'll say it yourself, you probably haven't gotten close to where you want to be, right?
I mean, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Exactly.
So
yeah, that's
I'm close.
Excellent. I love that. See, I told y'all motherfuckers, he's such a humble human being. He won't admit that, you know, like, goddamn it. He's like, man, I'm happy with where I'm at. Nah, we all know that you're destined for way greater things, bro. We all know.
Oh, it's coming. Definitely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I can't rush something that I ain't got no control over.
Patience.
I can just do everything that I have control over. Make great music, put out great content, and eventually somebody gonna see it and be like, we can make some money.
Fucking men. All right, Flame, I really want to thank you so fucking much for being on the show today, dude. I had such a good time talking with you, man. I know you can't see me right now. For all the viewers, my camera's dedicated to my software. He can't see shit right now, so all the hand gestures and everything, he ain't gonna see that until I send him over the video later tonight. But thank you so much again for being on the show, man. From the bottom of my heart, it really is so much appreciated. So much support you, Cherry, and Bacon have just been showing the channel in general. Just because I did that Bacon, the Small Town General review for the Game of Life. If y'all didn't catch that.
Oh, yeah, you did do that.
Yeah, if y'all didn't catch that, you could check that out. And I have my Eternal Reviews playlist. Y'all go check that out, too. But Flame, once again, man, thank you so much for coming here. Tell everybody bye, bro.
Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate the opportunity. And everybody, I will see y'all, I guess, following me and liking all the music, I guess.
Absolutely, man. And I'm telling you, y'all got to go check it out because Her Man ain't the only track that bangs in this man's catalog, bro. I'm telling you that now. I got other songs in my Nebraska Got Bars playlist. Please go check them out. It send you straight to Hellzflame's page. That's what I fucking did it for. I wanted to get the reach out to other guys. This ain't all about us, man. Thank you so much, Flame, and we are out. All right, man. I appreciate you. All right, guys, and that was my interview with Hellzflame. I once again want to thank Hellzflame for coming on the show this week with the Fun Gang, man. Shout out to the Fun Gang. Shout out to Hellzflame. Shout out to Hellzflame's mama. She raised a really good man. I think I mentioned that a couple times in the interview this week. I also want to shout out, thank you to Ramm the Nonconformist for allowing me to review his video, and we got a little long-winded there in the review segment, but I want to thank all of you guys for sticking with me through that. If you have stuck through to this part of the video, you guys are the best and the most supportive, And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you personally. Without you, the guys that stick around to the very end of the video and watch every minute, I just be talking to the wall, like I said, I think a couple of weeks ago, and I could do that, but it's a lot more fun with you guys. So thank you all again for watching Eternal Sundays this week. I got a big show for you next week. It's our last one of this series. Eternal Sundays episode 4 is going to feature one guest that I'm very, 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 very excited to have. He is always on point, always got his shit together, always looks fresh as fuck. And that's the incomparable Johnny Bliss, man. I'm going to have Johnny Bliss on the program. He's going to do, he's got a show at, I think this weekend coming up at the 4 Winds Music Festival. Y'all can look that up on Facebook. We will have links in the description for all the stuff you've seen here on Eternal Sundays today. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Here's the promo for next week. We'll see you then.